Thank you for joining me. My name is Diana of Webinars by Rockwell. This video is designed with the administrative professional in mind and the unique job duties and tasks that we are expected to do every day. With over 40 years of experience as a secretary, administrative assistant, and executive assistant, I hope my experiences and skill sets can help you excel in your chosen or fallen into profession. I appreciate your choosing to spend the next few minutes with me as we discuss the 3 parts of planning. To help you get started with your individual strategic planning, I would like to ask you each a question. What is your dream? Every great plan begins with a dream. So the first step in individual strategic planning is to identify your dream. What is it you are aiming for? Where do you wish to see yourself in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years? For many of us, the direction we choose to go is not clear. Sometimes we get so caught up in doing the things that we don't take time to look at where our actions have taken us. Individual strategic planning is a great way to help you identify just what it is you're looking towards. The process begins with identifying your dream. We begin to do this through brainstorming. As we think about where you want to be in years to come, imagine there's no limit on your available resources. Think of everything you would like to do or achieve and write every thought down. There's no right or wrong or foolish idea. Don't place any limits on what you believe is possible or impossible. Write down every idea you can think of. The Encarta Dictionary's definition of brainstorm is to generate creative ideas spontaneously, usually for problem solving, and especially in an intensive group discussion that does not allow time for reflection. According to this definition, the purpose is to spontaneously generate creative ideas. When you begin your personal brainstorming process, don't take time to reflect on the things you write down. Just keep writing down ideas as they come to you, remembering not to make any judgments on that idea at this time. As you begin to write down ideas, you will begin to see a picture of what your dreams are. As you work through the brainstorming process, write down all the ideas you think of or changes you would like to make in your life. You can use the subjects included on this slide as a guide for areas to brainstorm. Think about dreams for yourself, your family, your health and fitness, your finances, your career, your education, any artistic ideas, any changes you would like to make in your attitude, your involvement in public service, or ideas for any other areas you can think of. Write down your ideas and identify your dream or vision begins the assessment stage in strategic planning, as you conduct an inventory of all that is going on in your life. Once you've finished your brainstorming and you have a list of ideas, it is time to narrow down the results by focusing on the area or areas that are most important to you right now. Don't allow yourself to become overwhelmed with your list. Unless you are Superman or Wonder Woman, you will probably not be able to plan for everything on your list at once. And even if you could plan for everything, you likely cannot carry out for everything at the same time. That would likely drive you crazy and leave you feeling very frustrated. Strategic planning involves taking steps. It is a process. As you identify the area or areas you want to begin with, think of them as the first steps, or the stepping stones that are guiding you towards achieving your dream. Your first step doesn't have to be a huge leap. Baby steps will get you to your destination too. and small steps provide more frequent opportunities to reward yourself for all the successes along the way as you carry out your plan. Once the beginning objectives are identified, write them down. Make sure to write down your main objective, which is your dream or vision, your end result goal. Then write down your smaller stepping stone goals that will lead to achieving the dream. Success psychologists say that 95% to 97% of the people in the world do not have written goals and fail, while 3 to 5% have written goals and will succeed. For the planning phase of strategic planning, map out your route for getting to your destination, your end result goal. Asking the questions who, what, when, where, why, and how will assist you in writing your plan. These questions are helpful in guiding you through what to include as you write your plan. If you have more than one main objective, you will need to go through this process for each one. For each main objective, write a primary or end result goal and write stepping stone goals that will take you there. The who will normally be you, but this question may include others who may be involved. For example, your goal might be to get out of debt, which would also include other members of your household. In the case of who, would also include the rest of your family because they may be affected by or involved in the necessary changes needed to reach the goal. If there's more than one who, you should consider goals for each person involved. If there are others involved in carrying out the plan, you may need to invite them to participate in writing the goals. The what will be the actual objective you plan to achieve. The what is the big picture. It is the overall objective. In the previous example, the what is the main goal of being debt-free. For those of you who are setting stepping stone goals for more than one main objective at the same time, there is more than one what involved, and you should plan to write for each of them. The when will be the time frame you want to establish for meeting the goal. This question may be best answered as the final step of the planning phase. After you've established the steps you will need to achieve along the way. This will give you a better picture of the time needed to work through the plan. Goals should always be measurable to keep you on task. This will assist you later when you start evaluating the effectiveness of your plan. For instance, you estimate that your plan you will free up $200 a month to cover your debt of $5,000. So after establishing your plan, you will see that you will need to allow at least 25 months plus additional time to include penalties and interest that may accumulate as you pay down the debt. With this in mind, give yourself 30 months to achieve the goal. As you work through your plan and begin to evaluate how well it's working, you realize that you're getting to this goal faster than you first anticipated. So you can make adjustments to your when. Don't worry if your original when prediction does not occur within the time frame you projected it. It may be necessary to make arrangements to adjust your plan. In strategic planning, you won't always be able to account for unforeseen problems. The main thing is that you stay focused and keep working the plan until you reach your goal. Having measurable goals will help keep you on track. The where will include all of the areas in which changes are needed. For example, you may need to cut spending on entertainment and eating out. You may need to make changes at work or you may need to cut energy costs by making changes to your home. The where question will help you think of the areas where changes are necessary as you are writing your stepping stone goals. The why question is an important one because it is the one that will keep you motivated towards reaching your goal. The why is the dream or vision that this plan will help you accomplish. The why will help you think of each step in the process as an individual stepping stone taking you to the bigger goal. I encourage you to write your why statement at the beginning of your plan. This will help keep you motivated and stay focused. And finally, the how. This question will help you complete the plan by writing down your smaller objectives for getting to the larger goal to be debt-free. The how includes the actual writing of the plan. The who, what, when, where, and why will result in the answer to how. By the time you've worked through the 5 W's, you should have a good picture for writing down your plan. Some examples for possible goals for your how in becoming debt-free would be creating a budget, cutting costs by eating at home rather than going out, and setting aside a percentage of your income each month to go toward paying down your debt. These are stepping stone goals that formulate how your main goal will eventually be achieved. Make sure you write down your plan, incorporating all of these questions and listing each step. Remember that people who write down their goals are more successful in achieving them. Once you have it all on paper, it's time to start implementing the plan. Implement the plan. This is the phase of strategic planning in which you put the plan into action. Begin following the steps you have written. Be sure to reward yourself for each step you accomplish. This will help keep you motivated as time goes on. Also keep your dream in mind so you remain focused as you follow the plan. The next stage of strategic planning is to evaluate the results of your plan. As you begin following the plan, you will be able to see which steps are working and which ones are not. It may be necessary to make adjustments, so don't worry if your original plan is not perfect. In fact, just assume that it is not. As long as you continue to work the plan, you are sure to reap the results you are aiming for. In individual strategic planning, you are in control of the plan and the pace. Make sure you don't overwhelm yourself. Take little steps if necessary, rather than taking on more than you can handle. If you find your original plan to be too much, take the time to narrow the plan into a smaller objective. Downsizing your plan does not mean you are failing. It means that you are still making progress. Remember that no matter how big the step is, any step forward is a step in the right direction. So as a department, what are your goals? I worked in an IT department of a college for 10 years. The goals of the IT department were different and separate than the entire goals of the campus organization. When we talk about planning at a department level, it's referred to as a business plan. As your department leaders meet to develop or update your business plans, keep in mind the goals or the main objective of the department. Keep in mind your corporate mission and vision statements and work around them. Every objective you choose in your business plan should adhere to the corporate mission and vision statements and encompass their core values. The implementation of a project plan focuses on building and maintaining key measures of success within your organization. One area of focus for your plan is to be mission tested. This means to make sure all plans at all levels in the organization adhere to the overall mission. As you work on your department business plans, develop dreams or goals for your department, making sure that they are directly related to the corporate mission. To begin the business process planning for your department, you must first think through all the areas of business. Identify each area of focus that you need to include in your business plan. Thinking through the roles of each of your leaders, such as assistant directors, associate directors, and directors, will assist with identifying these areas. For instance, looking at the projects of your, for example, IT team can lead to business planning for increasing efficiencies across the company by increasing or improving existing apps by developing a project plan. Or looking at the role of the, for example, copy center may lead to incorporating a business plan for increasing business from the community rather than relying on internal college business. There are many resources online to assist you in the process of creating the plan. As you identify your department's objectives, be sure to incorporate the overall corporate mission and vision. Once you've identified the objectives, you need to conduct a SWOT assessment. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The strengths and weaknesses portion of the assessment will focus on the resources and capabilities within the department. These are the areas that can help you or hinder you in accomplishing the department's goals. Looking at areas of strength and weaknesses will assist you with assigning tasks. Identifying weaknesses will also lead you to include strategies in your business plan, such as using mentors to help you compensate for areas of weakness. The opportunities and threats portion of the assessment will focus on forces outside of the department, such as needs of other staff members, external competitors or allies, and social or economic forces that may affect the success of your plan. Assessing all of these areas will assist you in developing your plan by providing areas of focus and direction. For example, the SWOT assessment helps your department to identify strengths and weaknesses of your employees, and with this knowledge, you are able to assign duties accordingly. Using a survey such as Employee Interest Finder, satisfaction surveys, or an exit interview are data-driven strategies that can assist you in identifying strengths and weaknesses as you conduct your SWOT assessment and develop your business plan. Assessing all of the areas will help you identify areas of focus for your business plan. After you've written your objectives and completed your SWOT assessment, you can proceed with assigning duties as you write your business plan. Make sure to include a timetable for completing each goal. Make sure that your goals adhere to the corporate mission and vision statements by focusing on the stated core values. Once your plan is written, start putting your plan into action. Follow the plan and evaluate the results periodically to determine where updates and changes to the plan might be necessary. Update the plan on a regular basis and keep your corporate leadership informed of your activities by providing them with a copy of the plan and notifying them of updates periodically. As you begin to achieve your goals, remember to acknowledge the employees' achievements and share them with your staff members. Make it a point to recognize them for their hard work and effort in carrying out the strategic plan. Celebrate and reward them for their achievements. Data-driven strategies. Assess the needs of your chapters based on surveys, interviews, business plans, progress calendars, and financial reviews. As you write or update your business plan, make sure that your goals are mission tested. This means that the focus of your business plan should always adhere to the overall mission and vision statements. As you gather data and assess the needs of your department, utilize the principle of purposeful abandonment whenever possible. Purposeful abandonment means letting go of processes that have become unnecessary or that do not adhere to your company's vision and mission. It is important to evaluate your procedures periodically. If you ask your upper management the question, "Why is this done this way?" and you receive no real answer, or the answer is, "Because that's the way we've always done it," maybe it's time to take a serious look at that item. If there's a more effective way of doing something, or if there's no longer a good purpose for the procedure, it may be necessary to purposefully abandon that item and shift the focus to something that is more in line with the current vision. Here's a quick review of the main points of focus for your individual strategic planning. Brainstorming, narrow the focus, focus on your primary ideas, identify the main goal, set up your stepping stones, ask the 5 W's and add the how, write your goal and plan, implement and evaluate, remember rewards, and adjust your plan as needed. Business planning summary. Identify your objectives, adhere to mission, vision, and core values, consider all business processes, conduct a SWOT analysis, write your plan, implement and evaluate. Use data-driven strategies, use purposeful abandonment when necessary, and focus on building stronger departments. The best is yet to come. I would like to leave you with 2 ideas related to strategic planning. Number 1 is to remember that strategic planning is an ongoing process. To enhance your success, you will be doing a lot of planning in the years to come, continually updating your plan as you go. The second idea is this. Remember to always keep the why in mind. What is your dream? That is what you're aiming for. To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe. By Anatole France. Thank you for spending your time with us today. Webinars by Rockwell provides a wide variety of topics that focus on the administrative professional career. Check out our postings on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for announcements of new releases. Bye for now.